Juma way se sia yanko. Honorable Samuel Okujato Ablakwa is on the line. My only tweeting come and most of the news portals and social media as a committee meeting only yankasa ya ofasa yirebim na sebetwani issues bebre na wensa to mintra madwuma wenso so betumi esa ye bisanse adiampa na ekoso onabo yamakwa bade ba to fam so
yo me da semenia bibia bako
nyame atiase na wompom te say
oh nyame adam
onabo wo trend pa o wa wunim
oh ejumana it is expected, but at the end of the day, it's about serving the people.
Wow!
And once we are able to serve the people, fight for the people, to me, that is what matters.
Wow! Honorable, baby, say another committee meeting. Now, you who saw Nikwajo Oppong Nkrumah. Na we say untumi chairman na ye when you say Ghana for Muntiasi and what really transpired yesterday?
Yo medase edi kan ma menchia tie for nyana.
Tie for Joso.
Andra assurances committee ye share. Na assurances committee ushe Ghana Parliament ye standing orders. Ejuma ye the mandate of the assurances committee, and it's ministers, EBA Parliament, government officials, heads of various state institutions, Omoba Parliament, Nase, Omobe Shebo, Omobe Kase, 6 months time, Yebe see way, Yebe ye project way, Yebe ye intervention way, ye committee, and as I say, ye follow up. Now ye check it, Bona Ombe share, the omukas on Bayano, whether through a statement and responding to a parliamentary question and through the budget and a message on the state of the nation, whichever medium, a committee and Mrano, your study orders, ama ye to me say, as I say, yena, ye shushemu, ye follow up. Na pledge na ministers no be and now government officials no be ye a bona on be share omwe this one say omwe this one na ya invite you to the committee na ya biso omo say adentina a boa mo share pledges are mo ye in parliament mo to me in this so ente Andra was the 10 of the Ministry of Works and Housing omo be share bo many colleagues, Honorable Woyome, Honorable Roxin, Honorable Gabi Hotoje, affected last year by the VRA spillage from the Akosombo Oppong dams, causing disaster. Many people were displaced. Ubekaya, my constituency, Northtown, was the epicenter. Mefe was totally submerged in Sio Bibia, in Sio Kofor properties. Ebubu are dying. Ocean Nadmo statistics now, more than 12,000 people displaced. Over 5,000 homes destroyed, and all of that. Schools, hospitals. Nema Bibre say. And you invited minister no at the time or share your boss and chebia umbekwa kusi a dying because me no at my question crime bisano was about Saglemi housing. Say Adentina or more and relocating victims out of the classrooms and the tents to Saglemi because Saglemi no it was almost completed and year 2 about 2016 and the MPP came to power and abandoned the project. And how can we make sure that we at least bring relief to the people and move them out of the classrooms, out of the tents? But Minister Nobai at the time, say, Omuhia Sika over $100 million for the completion of the abandoned Saglemi housing project because we are because once Oman maintaining security into
that's right.
Parents have stolen and it's not possible to relocate the people. And ya monitor, so it's now almost a year. A few days from now, September 15th, ebe 1 full year. Minia menu kasa say, yenyanum fellow Ghanaians, 1,360. Take note of this number, 1,360. Eguswa omuwo tent mu. They are living in tents, languishing in tents, because omu ni bebia ko.
For almost a year.
Almost a year. I mean, where will this happen when we have a government? I mean, when you consider, say, me as an MP, any Ghana for me to me mobilize a Ghana for within 7 weeks, you see a dime, you know, afa nipa 600. But say no, yanji taxes, as MP, I mean.
Resources are limited.
Resources not son. Enti abaya woji your taxes. Wuna wa kosi a dear way. 1 year spillage in a year. You waited to the last minute and just one full blast and destroyed lives, destroyed livelihoods. Enti Oppong Nkrumah, the Honorable Oppong Nkrumah, Oba Parliament the last time, no, or share boss NCBA at least. By first quarter, omobesi are dying. And your committee, your assessment, your field visit, and who say nothing is going on. The people are still languishing in the tent. We invited him yesterday to appear before us for a public hearing to address this particular issue and other issues. It drew the matter of the displaced victims, no, the spillage victims, no. Clearly, he didn't want to answer the question. Obisana said, Adentina, 1 whole year, what is the government doing? Then he's avoiding the questions. Very arrogant posture to say, as if he's doing us a favor. Obisana said, do you think you are doing the people a favor? That is the people's right. And I asked him, say, is it fair? Is it fair, say, a whole year, your fellow citizens, some of them senior citizens in their 60s, their 70s. Some are mothers, some are children, babies. When you go there, anytime you go there, you just break down. You just weep for them. I mean, and even what is worse, they say, utility companies, no, or mobile comes for disconnected, or munsio, you know.
Wow.
And you wonder, do you just want to kill the people or what? Clearly, no, the works and housing mean because he doesn't want to be exposed. He doesn't want his government to be exposed for their lack of empathy, their lack of humanity, their lack of respect for the fundamental human rights of fellow citizens, no. He was engaging in a lot of arrogance on personal questions, no, then he was bringing in other matters. Me during the spillage, you know, Mina Mekoka said soldiers have been asked to leave. I mean, meanwhile, we are not discussing soldiers.
Are you any part of the subject matter?
Any part of the
subject matter.
It's not part of the subject matter. We are not discussing soldiers. Meanwhile, no, he doesn't even have his facts right. Or say, me Chantro say soldiers, no, had been asked to leave, and that was not the case. They were only going to another town. And then no cry. Fortunately, that day, me tour. I mean, who says soldiers no call? I was with TV3 crew, TV3 journalists led by Na Ashoko. Who bet to me a friend Na Ashoko. On no cry, she broke down. She said, what kind of heartless? Because at the time, no, to me. A movie within Mefe without the canoe, because Obekaya, the whole Mefe was underwater,
right? And
you needed soldiers na omoboya with their boats to cross from one community to the other. Inti the water had not receded in Sionum Koya. Inti soldiers mo ko ayete. And minute TV3 crew for no. I approached soldiers, the commander, and spoke to the commander said, order from above. Yes, say, Omun free Northton, Omun bra Accra. And to Omu de Omo packing. And they were packing. all was captured on video. They were packing all the boat, all the equipment, Omoko Hotel, Best Care Hotel, to go and pack.
Honorable.
Fortunately, right. No, me break it, the news on TV3. And the outrage from Ghanaians, Ghana for Bufu, say, the Moye and Nkrumah way, after all this, the little support they are getting from the soldiers, no, so you're asking them to move. And Yawahua and soldiers, Nankasa Muye U-10 by say, after packing their tents, no, on my reverse order, no, until they are coming back to continue their work to support us. Until those are the facts. And the Kranopa who say, daily graphic journalist, Timothy Goba, and Della Russell, almost confirmed said they were also on the ground. And the soldiers truly were asked to leave. I don't know where Kojo Oppong got these facts. A matter that Jing in Nkrumah, people's lives are at stake. People are living in tents. You are the Minister for Works and Housing. When I say we sit a diamond since December last year, Parliament are approving 280 million in the budget. Sikano ewo moho say munfa NC adan na mun let us bring some relief to these victims. They haven't done anything to deserve this plight, to deserve this condition. And then you come there with a very arrogant posture, a very insensitive attitude. So you are coming to, throw your weight about. Meanwhile, we have to be thinking about the victims. They are living in tents. And what even shocked us, Nese, we see contractors now, they are behind schedule, more delay. And I be say, okay, what are the specific, what are the new timelines? Or say, you can't tell us. This or cohort. And then we ask, okay, into the Bena or say, within 14 days. 14 days, 2 weeks, no sense of urgency. No sense of urgency. We need time as minister. Want to me and Soma with deputy, and now even with any of your directors. So you can just tell, sir, this is not a priority.
So it's also it means that a commitment in
no commitment, absolutely no commitment. It's as if say, Ankenya say Ghana for Bekasa, Ankenya say they will be exposed and they will not even bother. Meanwhile, all these victims are taxpayers. They all had their homes, they all had their livelihoods, their farms, their shops. No, they haven't done anything to deserve what you are doing to them. And it is because of the attitude, the posture, and he thought that he will come and I'm the chairman of the committee. Wow. You cannot come and undermine my authority. We need to make sure that there is leadership and there is order. And you come and then refuse to answer the questions. If you will not answer the questions, then you just leave. Don't appear before us. Indiana created that tension that eventually went viral and all of that. But it was clear, sir. He came there with an agenda because this thing about soldiers totally needless, totally unnecessary, and refusing to answer the questions. And throughout his statement, he didn't even empathize. One can say, 1 year, for a whole year. People living. Meanwhile, as individuals, we are not government. We could build houses in 7 weeks. 7 weeks.
Right.
7 weeks. And a whole year, government cannot house fellow citizens.
Honorable, well explained. But before we take leave of you, there is this issues, of course, with regards to NPP parliamentary candidate and MPs, especially our strongholds. Almost see more common fund on about 33 billion. Yeah, they are mammo, but make good use of it. So because of that, constituents no to about specifically Shai Osudoku. As a Yama MP need 33 billion Ghana cedis as a common funder on Yusu Sikani Equitano. More common fund no aya de shamunsa and if an echo.
Enya no cra. Yeah, ma MPBA 33 billion. The cost was Shao Sudoku. Andrew Namete, the Honorable Linda Oklo, or Yemi Vice Chairman on the committee. Very, very hardworking, dynamic, very dedicated Vice Chairman and Member of Parliament. One of the MPs I respect a lot. Jumapa or Yawash. When it says Shao Sudoku, my neighboring adjoining constituency.
Very well.
Ofria Veima, the Tokpo Road, Tokpo Asuchari, then you enter her constituency. I know the good work she's doing. I see her good works. Very, very hardworking and dedicated member of parliament. And this 33 billion, do they know what 33 billion is? Government and if the whole government or budget cry is saying, Sika Yako IMF. It's just for $3 billion. And this is just mischievous propaganda. It has to be treated with contempt. And Obia Emma MP Sikabia. And then we need to also clarify, sir, people must understand how the system works. Members of parliament, even your common fund, MP's common fund, Yemfam Mayenho,
okay,
Sikano Ewo Assembly no the DC. DC onona or yes signatory or no any the district finance officer. They are the signatories to the account. MP who person who project and I be out your school fees, any intervention with your MP's common fund. What you do is you send your letter to the assembly, to the DCE and the DFO. Now, omo signatories to the account. MPs are not signatories. MP want to mean court bank. They say who pay common fund. They won't mind you,
right? Because
you are not a signatory. And the DCs and the DFOs who are the signatories. Omo bekwa kuji sikano. Na omo they are yet the project. You can never write say Munyi make MPs common fund and family. They are not allowed to do that under the law.
Right.
What they can do is the funds projects. All the ABR renovation be and all the top furniture and now all the scholarship. Now Omwankasa cannot directly a scholarship or the Bema students I hope you understand.
Very well.
A renovation a cost school contractor directly. It doesn't come to the member of parliament. Many people don't know that. Omoti MP's common fund, Omojin say Sikano Eba MP there. It goes to the assembly. Every assembly in Ghana has their assembly account.
Right.
And the MPs are not signatories. A DCE and a DFO. They are the signatories. And then MPD, all you do is to indicate projects are open. Now, omo releases Sika to the intended purpose.
Right.
It me who Sikabia, since I've been MP in my third term now, nobody has ever given me any money. I've never seen any money from the MP share of the common fund. I don't even know the account. I don't know the account number. I don't even know the bank where it goes to, because it will be even needless to know, because you don't have any mandate, any authority. When you're signatory to the account, and even if you know Krana, nobody, it's useless information. Nobody will give you money from that fund. And we need to all have public education. Let us understand how the system works. Now, those who are engaged in this negative propaganda, it's not helpful, and these things will come back to haunt you when you pursue that kind of dirty politics. It's not fair.
Right. Honorable Samuel Okudzeto Ablakwa, Member of Parliament for North Tongue constituency. You better was for your time.